Hi there, it's Nicholas King here again for another electronic cigarette review. This time we're looking at an electronic cigarette that's purely marketed for women. The make I'm talking about is called a Vapor Couture. It's made by the same people as V2 cigarettes, and because it's marketed for women, it's just got a little bit of a fancy design. But I thought I'd purchase it and compare it with the other electronic cigarette brands out there to see whether it competes. It's made by the same people as V2 Cigs, as I probably said, so I'm expecting big things from it. In the packaging itself, you get a sleeve, which is great, and then you get the nice designed box. It looks quite nice. It's not too feminine, I'd say, but it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty professional. It's got the famous metallic clip on the front. It all looks very professional. The design of it is very good. The branding of it's very good. It looks pretty slick. When you open it up, I've got two batteries here. This is a starter kit. You get one which is where you can choose different designs. I've got the stainless steel one, and I've got the one which has got kind of branding over it as well. I don't think you can really see that, but there's branding on there. It's like little VC. Basically, it's this logo here in grey written all the way around it. So you get that. One of the differences is the LED on the end. They're flat, as you can see, but they've got little sparkles in them. Basically, it's just to give it that kind of blingy look, I suppose, a diamond kind of look. Though it's not really meant for that. It's just part of the design. It looks pretty good. It's not tacky. It looks pretty good. I particularly like the stainless steel one, I have to say. It's a little bit thinner than a regular cigarette. A regular electronic cigarette. Let me get one to compare. Which one shall I compare? I'll tell you what, I'll compare the V2 Cigs. Shall I? Yeah, compare the V2 Cigs battery. Here we go. Sorry about this. Should have prepared a little bit better. So this is a V2 Cigs standard battery, which is standard, and then this is the V2 Cigs battery. Sorry, the Vapor Couture battery. Size, it's a little bit longer, as you can see there, and it's obviously very much thinner. Yeah. So it's got kind of a nice feel to it. Because it's sort of like brushed aluminium or stainless steel, it's just very very smooth. So that's the battery. One thing that I was a little bit worried about was the battery life, because it's a lot thinner. As you saw, it's slightly longer, so I believe the voltage is about the same. They've either adjusted the voltage, reduced the voltage, and reduced the resistance of the cartridge to produce the same amount of current that produces the good vapor, or they've managed to keep the voltage the same. If they kept the voltage the same, I'd be specifically worried about the battery life. But from my test so far, it still lasts a day, and lasts a day quite easily. I mean, I smoke one battery a day, and then I put it on charge, but it hasn't actually gone flat. So I just charge it at the end of the day, and it's lasted throughout the day without any problems. And I'm a regular smoker, so that's pretty good. Sorry, I'm just taking the cover set off, which holds the batteries, and then underneath you get two boxes. Within these two boxes, if I can hold this up and show you, you get, let me take this out, excuse me for a sec. You get this box here, which is your charging units. So you get your Vapor Couture USB charger, which just got a screw on the end, and that simply works. You put the battery in there and you screw it in. Because it's thinner, it's obviously got its own unique charger, so you can't swap and change with any of these electronic cigarettes in a way, because they all have different thread types and thread sizes. But they do, the starter kit does come with your USB charger. Then you have your wall plug as well, which is still in its packaging. You've got your USB, which you can plug your USB charger into, or you can just do what I do, and I just plug it into my computer's USB port, or anywhere where it's got a USB port. Okay, so that's the chargers, your USB charger and your wall plug. And then the other box would be your cartridges. So because I've got two batteries, I've got two different types. If I hold them up the right way, I've got two different types. So one, as you can see, is the brushed aluminium or aluminum, and then the other one is the logo design. And the reason for that is it will match the battery. You can swap and change, but it will look kind of odd if you have, you know, the logo cartomizer on this battery. It will look a bit weird. So, you know, you can have the right cartridges to match the right battery. So it's all about accessories and what it looks like with this particular brand. So when I open up the package, I get my cartomizers. As you can see, they're in sort of pharmaceuticals packaging, which is great. I really like that because it shows that the freshness is kept in. There's no leakage at all. So I'm going to open one of these now. There we go. And then you get your cartomizer. It's called cartomizer because it's got a cartridge, which is originally what it was called, which holds the flavour in. But it also has the atomizer in there, so it's a two-piece design. So basically, every time you change your cartridge, you get a fresh new atomizer. With some of the brands, it comes in three-piece, and you have to keep cleaning out your cartomizer, which is a pain. So this is a hassle-free electronic cigarette, which is what all the good brands are doing now, to be honest. So nothing unique there. So as you can see, if I can hold that, you've got the stainless steel look or aluminum look cartomizer. You've got the aluminium look battery, and it just screws together like so. It's got kind of a brass seal in the middle there. That's just where the thread is to show that it's a good fit. You've also got a logo on there, which you can hardly see, I don't think. See it just about in white, I think you can. And also on the actual cartridge as well, there's a logo, but that's even lighter, so you probably won't see that. So that's the battery. As far as the other battery is concerned, the one with the logo, we've also got a separate package for that. They do work exactly the same. It's all about the look and feel of it, because they're exactly the same devices. Again, just screw them in, and there's the logo design one. Looks pretty good, kind of matches handbags and stuff, I guess. I personally, being a bloke, prefer the aluminium looking one or the stainless steel looking one. Don't know whether these have names. Platinum battery, no, it's just a look, I guess. Yeah, they don't have specific names, they're just different colours. So, how does it actually perform as an electronic cigarette? I'm going to take a drag out for this now to see how much vapour it's produced. Remember, with all electronic cigarettes, the first drag is usually warming up the atomizer, especially if it's been sitting around for quite a while like this has. As you saw, it took the cartridge straight out of the packet, so it's brand new, fresh cartomizer, so it'll probably need charging. So don't expect too great things out of the first puff, it's just purely warming up the atomizer, although some, you know, do produce a very good vapour on the first puff. So let's see how this does. That produced quite a lot of vapour actually for the first puff. Oh yeah, I can feel that now. That's nice. Yeah. So you can see that produces, I didn't smoke that properly, so that created a lot of vapour, and yeah, it gives you a nice hit. As you can see, the LED, I'll see if I can do that so you can actually see the colour of the LED. It's kind of a purple look. Oh, that's actually quite nice. I'm quite impressed with that. I love the fact that it's thin. It competes probably on the same level as the V26. In fact, I'm going to get the V26 now and smoke it to see how it does compare, to see whether it's really up to the standard. Hopefully this battery is charged. I usually keep one charged, and this is the spare, so yeah, that's the V26. This is the V26 complete. This is the Vapor Couture. complete. As you can see, when we put them together, there's not much difference in size, but you can see the thinness of the difference. It doesn't look that different here, but if I perhaps do it there, you can probably appreciate better the thinness of the Vapor Couture one. So let's make that again. That's Vapor Couture. That's from E-Cigs. Vapor Couture. So the vapor quality is pretty much the same, I have to say. The amount of vapor you saw there, pretty much the same as well. And the look and feel of it is purely up to you. V26 think that blokes prefer, or men prefer, this type of electronic cigarette, and women prefer the kind of accessory looking or designer style electronic cigarette. The choice is purely up to you. Although it's marketed for women, it's not purely for women. I quite like this. I'm going to smoke this out and about because it looks quite different. It looks like a pen. And if you're one of those people who like to be a little bit discreet, this is certainly more discreet as an electronic cigarette than something like this, because this looks like a normal cigarette to a certain degree, as opposed to this looks just like a pen or something. So the choice is yours. Great electronic cigarette in summary. I'd recommend it. I haven't got a problem with recommending that at all. It's great. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you want to look at the other electronic cigarettes, then head off to my website and take a look at what I think are the top 10 electronic cigarettes out there. Thanks, and